Hello guys, welcome to day 241 from 400 Days of Learning Programming Challenge. My last project was about creating AI that showed the nearest path to the terminals. And I were asked a professor in the university about the results that I reached, and he gave me the answer. He gave me, the verification. He told me that the codes that I wrote were right, and there was no wrong in my codes. So he gave me another exercises in AI, so I'm trying to create it today. I'm not sure if I figure out what he means, but I'm trying to figure out this today and trying to code it with the help of ChatGPT, of course, because the code that I'm trying to write is in MATLAB, but I learned something else right now. So I already learned about Python, I already learned about CSS, JavaScript, HTML, and this. MATLAB is the things that I'm trying to learn today. But let me tell you, the MATLAB is really like Python. So if you know Python, you already know MATLAB as well. So this is not a lot of difference, I think. So let's get back and let me show you what I want to do today. So the project is this car. As you can see, here is the car and here is the path. So this path has a lot of cells in it. Here is the starting line. As you can see, it is down below, and here is the finish line. So we have to do something. The car has to appear somewhere in the cells randomly. So I think we can use rand I commands for this, and the car have to find its way to the finish line. So there is some rules here. The car can move horizontally and vertically. Okay. And there is a velocity, and the velocity we can use it as actions as well. So velocity is equal to actions, and for the velocity we have from 0 to 5. Okay, so the car can move by 5 cells by 5 cells, or it can move 3 cells by 3 cells. It's depend on our policy, which we trying to design this policy. And there's a rule: every line we move, every line we move is rewarded by -1. And if we reach the borders of our path, we rewarded as -5. And the professor told me I can change this rule. So if the car hit the borders, it's rewarded to the -5, but it has to come back 5 cells back. Or I can say, if the car has been hitting the walls, hitting the borders, it have to come back to the previous cell, where it was. Let me see if another rules we have here. What is the positive one? Positive 1, -1, 0 to velocity, 0 to 5. Let me check my notes. We have to create a table. In this table, which is our value table, we have 5 actions, which is our velocity, and in horizontal of our table we have these 5 actions ordered, and in the vertically of or y-axis of my table we have the movements of this car. So this is all I know for now it have to reach the terminals. So the terminal is the finish line. So that's all I know. Let's what is this? Okay. For the first, I think I have to create a rectangle full of cells, okay? And then tell the rectangles it cannot move to the certain area. So in this way it will have a limitation in here, and somewhere in here we can create a shape, I think. I'm going to use ChatGPT, but I already heard that there's a new ChatGPT came out that can check the picture. So I'm going to find out if that is available right now or not. ChatGPT 4.0. Reject it for now. Okay, is it available or not? I think it's not available right now. This verification is really annoying. Okay. Let me see what kind of version is this. What version are you? Okay. So let me tell you something else as well. I think I have to solve this problem using the Monte Carlo methods, I think. Monte Carlo. So in our game, let's see how many states we have. And of course, let me open the MATLAB as well. So let's see. This is our previous codes. Let's call it grid world. Okay, so these were the last code that I wrote, and here's the final codes. Okay, Here we have the great world. So we don't need the other codes as well. Just making some space, and let's check if the code is still available. This is my previous code. Okay, it's available. Let's close this. Something that I'm afraid is sometimes when I open new file, new documentation, the previous one is going to be deleted. So I don't know how to create it safely. CLC. So okay, let's create another project called race car. Racetrack exercise. Racetrack exercise. Racetrack exercise. Information. So in information, I want to write down the cells, the number of cells, so in the future I'm not going to forget it. How many cells we have? Let's bring this to the pane, so make this a little bit easier to track. Save this as for the security. I'm going to make a copy from it for now. Okay, now delete this one. Creating a line. Okay, so Can I copy and paste this for the rest? Okay. Good. Okay, we created the grid. Let's make some numbers on it. So it's 1, 2, 3. I think it was better to make it smaller, like 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's save this. Okay, we already spent 30 minutes. I'm going to work on this tomorrow. We did the primer things, I mean the initialize things. So tomorrow we can start our job. Okay guys, let's see how this is going to work tomorrow. See you guys.